Testing. Testing, testing. Oh, we're back? Is that what thumbs up means? So I think I may have accidentally nicked my Ethernet cable. Sorry about that. So, where was I? So I'm going to have to unplug something. I did find this, which is a USB-C dongle, but unfortunately it doesn't have any other USB-C ports on it. So the problem is, whatever thing I'm unplugging from the current USB-C will now not have a spot to go in because this dumb dongle doesn't have one. I assume these, I believe the little blue parts mean that it is like full, whatever you call it, the mega USB-C, and not just the peasant USB-C. But I believe the camera, the thing that I would be unplugging is this top camera right here. So is Twitch just like way behind saying that we're not even live right now? Okay, there we go. Okay, let me try something. I'm going to be really annoyed if I don't actually have enough ports to actually use this thing. Like, how sad would that be? I've actually never seen a dongle that doesn't have like at least one of the ports that it uses to plug in. Like usually when you plug in, no matter which USB this is, there's another one of those on here so that you're not losing that port. You're not, like, you know what I mean? This is turning 1 into 4, which means you're only plus 3 instead of 1 into 5, which is plus 4. Oh! Oh! Something's happening! Something's happening! We did it! Oh, what happened? What? It's off! Okay, make sure your display port device you're connected to is where PC. We might have some power issues. I still plugged it into the top port on my computer, which isn't a blue USB-C Thunderbolt. So I might have to Thunderbolt it. No, I don't have a USB-C port in my GPU. So I might swap them. I believe that my camera might still be able to work if it's not in a Thunderbolt. So we're going to try it. Hopefully I don't break the internet again. So let's try that. So I think this... Dang! So what the heck happened here? I broke something. My top-down camera. What did I do? Unless your motherboard has the display signal coming out of it from USB-C, it won't show display. Yeah, so I looked up something. I don't know. Some sort, it's either the processor or the graphics card, I think, or it's the motherboard, where like, even if you have like HDMI or DisplayPort ports on the motherboard, there's some parts that don't allow you to use both the GPU and the motherboard's ports at the same time, which is unfortunate because I have a DisplayPort and an HDMI open right now, but because I'm using the GPU, it doesn't even allow me to use them. Well, I can use the keyboard. I'm so sad right now. And I've broken my top camera, which now doesn't work. I didn't even unplug that. I'm pretty sure I unplugged something completely different. Yeah, I literally unplugged like a completely different thing than this camera up here. Yeah, I can't remember. I did the research. I don't remember what it was, but it's either like Intel processors, which in turn means Intel motherboards, or AMD. But I'm pretty sure this is Intel. So I think it's Intel that you can't use the motherboard and the graphics card's ports at the same time. Or no, it's something about the process. It has to be a specific kind of processor. So if your processor model number doesn't end in a specific letter, there's some specific model of processor that will allow both to be used at the same time. And mine is not that, unfortunately. Okay, I may try to fix this top camera, which I didn't even touch and now is not working. Which I plugged it into USB Type-C, but it's in the motherboard, so. And my graphics card has a lot of ports, but there's only one HDMI. There's one HDMI, and I swear, I'm pretty sure there's 3 DisplayPort. But one of my monitors here, I believe, doesn't have DisplayPort and has to be HDMI, so it's only using HDMI. What's up, Kate, if he be? What's going on? You've found me when my stream is broken. I've broken something, so let me go around. You can view this unbroken view, and I'm going to go around the table here and try to fix this. Oh! What the hell? Something very, very strange. If you have a GPU that has USB-C out, use that. Yeah, I don't. This display does not have that. Okay, I don't know why. This is so weird. I don't know why this camera that I didn't even touch is now broken and stopped working. It's annoying me. Yeah, I've already looked it up, Spicy Tuna. I just didn't remember the specifics. But I looked it up when I was setting all of my stream up on why those ports weren't working. And I already found out that like it doesn't work. This is really annoying. How can we have a stream without a top-down camera? I have the issue with portable monitors. You either need to port in your GPU, or get a specialty converter or cable that merges USB-C and DisplayPort. I can't even describe how many freaking cables it takes to hook up a stream. There are so many cables I can't even tell like which one is which. But I just looked and both of my monitors are hooked up. Oh, it's my middle monitor. So both of these are DisplayPort, but this little mini monitor that I use in the middle so that when I'm looking at my stream preview, I'm looking like this, and it kind of looks like I'm looking at you instead of me looking like this. It really bugged me when my stream preview was over here, so I put it here. That's what's using my HDMI. Yeah, my GPU doesn't have a USB-C. I've never had a GPU with USB-C. Is that like a new thing? Also, is there such thing as just like an HDMI splitter that can turn one HDMI port into two separate monitors on one computer? Or would it still recognize it as only one? I'm so annoyed right now. Not only is it not working, but I've literally broken the most important camera on the stream in the process. I hate to keep going around and leaving you. Yeah, it'll duplicate it. Oh, so I'm getting conflicting information here. Okay, I'm going to go around again and try to get this top camera working. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to pull the chat up on my phone so that y'all can tell me if it's working so that I don't have to keep turning around. Did it work? I'm the worst streamer ever. This literally makes no sense. Oh! There we go! I just had to Reselect it. Okay, we're back to square one. Virtual link that runs video through USB. Well, video isn't what... Oh, I guess it is video. It's a screen. Okay, so we're back to this square one here. So the only port I have left on my GPU is a display port. So if there was a way to turn USB-C into DisplayPort, it would work. Correct? No. I would have to turn HDMI into DisplayPort. Or technically my HDMI into DisplayPort. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. I really want this to work. Because obviously this is just a keyboard. Oh, I see what you're saying. Just use a different computer to display on here than the one I'm using. I see. It's all the way in the other room, so no. My laptop's dead downstairs. You know what you always can do is you go to your handy dandy cable box. You know that box of cables that you have? It's just full of completely random cables and you might find some gold. Let's go get the handy dandy cable box. So I see something in here that says DisplayPort on it. So that's a good start. Also, you know what's really annoying right now is Remy is actually laying in the dog bed. And I have had to unplug the dog cam. So I do have a capture card here, even though it wasn't working for me when I last tried it. I technically could have plugged a laptop into this monitor and then capture carded it. So we have a capture card. I have an HDMI to like mini HDMI back when I was trying to use it on a camera. I have I have the micro HDMI. Are we gonna get lucky? So here's the display port. Ooh, DisplayPort to USB-C. Is that the opposite? Okay, so how can we make this work? DisplayPort to USB-C. But that means I would need... Sorry, I'm thinking in my brain here. I don't think DisplayPort has the... Does DisplayPort have the power and like connectivity for a keyboard as well? I feel like it doesn't. So you would have to use those other two. So I would have to go USB-C to HDMI to DisplayPort. Yeah, that would only give you video. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thinking out loud here. Well, I got VGA, the old school standard. I have an Xbox controller connector. I have some Apple Watch bands, or Apple Watch box. I have a random switch down here. Get around yellow. A lot of random dongles. Well, so basically what I really need is an HDMI to HDMI to DisplayPort so that I could then use the USB thingies for the power. I'm pretty sure I have that at my office. I have this too. So I have a ton of USB-C to HDMIs and USB-C to DVI or DisplayPort. I just don't have any HDMI to DisplayPorts, which would do the job because I have one DisplayPort open. And then I could just use, this is so annoying. This felt so close because this is the port that I still have the freaking plastic on this thing. This felt so close because I have a DisplayPort open and that's what this is. Okay, still brainstorming. Well, I have an iPhone, so doubt it. So I have done something for y'all. This is what my consolation prize is. Free dog cam. I have hooked that back up. Yes, I have unboxed the Mac. There actually wasn't much to it. It was just like a box and a Mac. I have like Pikachu, my little Pikachu plush over here is like in bondage with all these cables. Okay, so we're gonna do some brainstorming here. So I have a DVI to USB-C. So like this right here gives you power, right? Power, keyboard connection, video connection. But if my freaking GPU just had a USB-C, I could just plug one freaking cable in. Or if I had an HDMI available, I could plug this HDMI in and then these into USB-C ports, into USB-A ports. This might be a failure, viewers. This might be a failure. I'm so sad. I mean, we could still open it up. I don't have another computer that I can hook into this. I mean, I did just unbox the Mac, but it would literally have to be set up from scratch, and I would rather not do this on a half monitor. Well, sorry, my brain is still spinning right now to see if I can figure this out. Actually, the best way I could do it is to literally just unplug this middle monitor that I have and just drag this window onto another window over here. That would be the way I could do it for this evening. So maybe I'll do that for y'all. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I'm just gonna unplug my usual stream preview that's usually here in front of me and use that HDMI for this. Okay. This is our last shot. My computer is literally just like hanging off the side of the desk because this is when a small form factor PC fails miserably because like I have the H1 by NZXT and like it's a tower that sits up like this and all the ports come in through the bottom. So you have to tilt the computer over and try to get things in from the bottom. But it's like every time I tilt it, I'm like afraid that I'm like about to unplug all of my ports. So it's like it's not just on the back of the computer. I'm seeing the failure in this design. So now, ironically, the problem is I didn't have enough USB-A ports, but I am using a dongle for that as well. So we're about to see if this works. HDMI is plugged into the graphics card. And then the USB-As are plugged into a dongle, which this seems to not be working whatsoever. Wait. We still have hope. This was the USB-C cable that is plugged into nothing. Okay, so we still have hope that I just plugged in the complete wrong cable. This is like freaking Cable City around here, and it's really making me anxious. Okay, here's last resort. Let's see if we get anything. Okay. Okay. Okay! We did it! Oh my gosh. We've done it. Okay, this is going to be really hard for me because there's a horrible glare on this screen from where I'm sitting. Okay, so I don't even, how is this? I got to find where this display is even like set up. Okay, so we need this to be down here. Bam! I can't even see the chat because my usual monitor This is like really bad filming pixels. So my initial want of use of this to be shown on screen is a fail, but it's still very cool for in person. Okay, I gotta make this the live window. It's like you could sit here and do typing test in person. Oh, my caps lock was on the whole time because, okay. No! 99? We just did a freaking PR on this thing! What? What the heck? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. And I felt like I was doing bad. I could have freaking hit 100 if I wouldn't have messed up on that last word. Holy cow. This is cool. It really sucks that like filming pixels doesn't work because this could be a really cool like stream thing. But still really cool novel idea here. I can't believe I just hit freaking 99 PR. Group buy for aluminum cases for this win. This is aluminum. This is an aluminum case. It's just like kind of ugly. Okay, you know what is crazy? Is this a freaking touchscreen monitor, I'm pretty sure? Wait. Somehow I'm controlling the screen on this screen. I think I read something in the reviews that you have to calibrate it, but I'm scrolling right now on my other monitor. So I got to figure that out. I can't remember. This thing costs like over $300, so it's not cheap. By any means. But, I mean, for the content, you know, when I saw it, I was like, this thing is too sweet. So now I kind of want to open it up. Do you want to open it up? See how it works? You got RGB, hot swap, monitor, touchpad. I don't know if it's considered a touchpad or a touch screen. There's some way to mess with the touch settings. Here it is, touch settings. Okay, so I need to go control panel, hardware and sound, tablet PC settings. Oh, shoot. Oh, look at that. Okay, we've calibrated the touchscreen. So this is legit touchscreen. Like I am using my computer as a touchscreen. This is legit. I can't believe I got freaking 99. Like, I'm almost kind of happy that my very first 100 ever in my life wasn't on this freaking thing with freaking Gatoron Blues. Who needs a Jame when you can have this? Please open it. Okay, we're going to unplug here so that we can get into this guy. Is this when I make like one of those things What is it like? That thing where like streamers have their own Amazon store where you get like a kickback. I feel like I should get a kickback from sales when people start buying this thing. Yeah, I brought some switches, okay? So I brought some switches. I brought some GMK minimal. We're at least going to make it look good. But we're going to see, like, I don't know what stabs this thing uses. I have stabs sitting by, but I have a feeling they're not going to be PCB mount. This just seems like it's going to be plate mount. But I am interested to see how this monitor is connected. I assume it's just a ribbon cable. It's going to be funny when we open this and then it like, all falls apart and we can't get back together. This seems like it's possibly like a casted metal, or like, I don't think this is CNC because this thing is very thin. And I feel like this thing would cost way more if it was CNC. Yeah, y'all tell me how to set up my Amazon store to get the kickbacks from this monster. Okay, so, oh, it's just like a JST? Holy crap, okay. So this is a straight up piece of metal. Okay, there are a bunch of ribbons. So we obviously have the ribbon cable here for the buttons, power, and I think volume or brightness. It might be brightness. And then this is our board that powers, it seems this is possibly, I assume this is the monitor's brains. And then we have the display back here connected to a ribbon cable. And then we have the keyboard being plugged into here. I don't even know how to get to the keyboard. Okay, there we go. So I'm not going to mess with the monitor side too much because I don't want to break it. We're just going to try to get into the keyboard itself. Oh, you think you could put an OS directly on this to where it's just a full computer? Looking at my orders, trying to find a link here. I'm going to my order history right now. Champagne. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Sorry, I've been like on quite a mission here trying to get this thing to work, so I've been missing a lot of chat. God, Amazon sucks. So I've been having like, we've been having problems with like our Amazon history disappearing. So like, sorry, I cannot see my stream preview right now. I'm going to move to this while I'm looking for this. But it's like all of our purchases, like it will only keep like 3. And then it's like we've never ordered anything at all before that. It's really annoying. Okay, I found the link here. What's up, Black Swan? We are messing with a crazy looking keyboard that has a monitor built in. Yeah. Sorry, I'm on face cam right now. Sorry, we had to do some crazy, like, changing of ports and stuff to try to. I ran out of ports, so it was like there were so many. I was having to like move stuff around a bunch. Okay, I got you a link. Get you an affiliate link. I don't know if it works or not. It actually has a 30% off coupon. It's pretty expensive. It's basically like $350. Sorry, that took way longer than it should have. So I'm trying to figure out how to get into the keyboard section. Oh, there we go. This is legit like a keyboard inside of a keyboard. Okay, set our monitor. So look, this is legit a keyboard, like in a case. This is just a keyboard inside of another shell. They basically built a monitor around a keyboard. You know what would have been insane? It's just a JST connector. So how do we get this thing out of here? Okay, I'm gonna have to take some of these. Okay, where's my good keycap puller? The one that comes with it is not good. So I don't know if this has a plate. It does have a plate. So we were gonna take these off anyway. I believe this is a somewhat... Oof. Oof, oof, oof. It's a 70%, unfortunately. So there's not really many keyboards in this layout. There's literally like one. The GMK C70 or the Unikey C70, which wasn't a good sounding board at all. Ooh, is this CoStar stabs? Oh, shoot. Well, just had a keycap fly across the room, and I have no idea where it went. So I believe this might, unfortunately, be a 6U spacebar. Okay, thank goodness, 6.25. Okay, this is how the board goes together. It screws in from the top. We just got to get these freaking Gateron blues out of here. This clicking is just driving me insane. Very sad about the stabilizers. Maybe we can try to lube them the best we can. So anybody that joined us after we unplugged the keyboard, you're in for a pretty cool treat. I actually set my PR on typing speed with the typing test on the screen on the keyboard with Gateron Blues. So I don't know what that says about me, that Gateron Blues is the fastest I've ever typed. This is better than the Cyberboard, in my opinion. The Cyberboard has a screen that's not even facing you and is facing, like, literally away from you. So I've never really understood that board. It's like on paper, it sounds good, but then when you look at it, you're like, I can't see, and it's upside down. I keep losing all my stuff. Let's get these poops out of here. I literally broke that switch just now. Unfortunately, our RGB is going to stop working. Let me put our new switches in. Also, these Acer 08 inks are not lubed. They're straight from the box in which we pull for orders. But it should be better than these. So... sorry, I keep smacking the mic. Maybe I should just get with these people and collab and design like a nice version of this board. Be like, can I just buy your screen and PCBs and design around it? What do y'all think? Should I design an aftermarket case for this board? I would definitely make it where the screen was angled more towards you. It being perfectly flat is kind of weird. Maybe that could be some cool content. I've never wanted to design like our own actual products on stream because, you know, you got your internal ways of doing things that you don't want people to see. But designing a cool novelty thing that's just for fun, like I don't think we would sell this. Is the white by the sockets? Oh no, that's just They literally just used silkscreen and just outlined like the spot where the switch went. It's exactly the same as the cutout in the plate. I don't really know. Yeah, I mean, aftermarket for this wouldn't be bad. Just like, who's going to buy a $350 keyboard and then another $300-something case? Maybe more than that. Because this thing's pretty big. So I don't think it would be really, like, practical to sell it. But I would definitely be fun to design it and get, like, a prototype. Just for fun stream content. Okay, we got these turds out of here. Drop these guys directly into the trash box. Anybody want some free Gateron Blues? Okay. No, thank you. Was the right answer. I think this thing doesn't need to be RGB, so you could take that off the PCB. Like, this is basically a board that, like, it would be really fun to design a board like this, but, like, would it be worth the time and money of development of making something so crazy? Have you ever thought of making a desk pad with a gray and dark Pokeball pattern on your diecast Pokeball shipping boxes? No, because we do not have the licensed Pokeball. Like, you're not allowed to do that. Not our IP. Yep, like I suspected, we have plate mount stabilizers. PCB, nothing insane. So it definitely has a few different microchips on here. Obviously, this is I don't know if this is just legit a regular keyboard PCB just plugged into this other PCB. And like, this is the special thing where if you had any keyboard PCB that had this JST connector, that it could work. I assume this is programmed to this specific PCB, but I don't know. Like, does this just legit plug in as if it's a USB? I mean, worst case scenario, you could literally just do this and plug your keyboard into the back. Like, not as pretty looking, but I'm very curious. Like, do they make JST connector like dongles where I could convert the Bauer PCB JST into this one? This has 5 cables. Ours have 4. So I don't know what the additional cable does. I'm not a PCB guy, so I don't know any of this information. I'm legit just spitballing off the top of my brain. But it would be this definitely needs some sort of foam in here. But I don't have any foam. I am like not an advocate of keyboard foam, so I don't actually own any. I don't even know if I own anything that I could put in the bottom of this. Heather, if you're watching, do we have any of that shelf liner stuff left that we put in our drawers? Like, obviously this is like insanely thick. We could just, maybe we could do this. How DIY do we want to get with this board? Because I do have bubble mailers. I have bubble mailers with bubble. Should I put some freaking bubble mailer down in this thing? They sell 5-pin to 4-pin. Well, I would need 4-pin to 5-pin. because Bauer is 4-pin. Okay, we're gonna freaking line this. With bubble mailers. Yeah, why not? I don't even know what tape mod is. Like, I don't mod keyboards. I don't really modify keyboards outside of their stock. Besides switches and stabilizers, I don't do, like, foam and all that craziness. See, you see, this knife is pretty sharp here. Look at that. I just cut that sucker. Okay. This actually has some adhesive left that could help us stick it to the bottom. Just the craziest thing ever done. Okay. So we got this. I feel like I need a little more here in the middle. Sorry, I'm like not in view of the camera. There we go. This is professional, people. This is professional. Okay. Get that off. Do some trimming here. Some trimmings. Yeah, do not try this at home. Probably should have kept these caps to figure out what the layout was. I don't think this is programmable, but we can look through the manual. If this thing was programmable, like, this thing is just so cool. Remy is up. Is she just readjusting? Okay, so we're gonna do some work here on these. How do you even get these things off? Do I need a switch puller for my stabs too? Oh. Weird, they go through the top. That's interesting. Honestly, the full backspace is what will kill me the most about this board, because that's just not a layout that I use. Okay. Okay, we're gonna modify, lubify. Stabilize. Oh, another interesting thing. The blocker is literally part of the plate. It's a little thing that just snaps into the plate. Interesting. What's up, Moon Operator? Gotta make sure I know what I'm doing here. These do have a tiny bit of lube on them. Some sort of oil. Do you clip these kind of stabs, or am I about to make a mistake? I've never used these kind of stabs, but we're gonna do it anyway. This has a small amount of lube already on them. It's weirdly on the, like, the outside. I still haven't gotten me any real brushes, so sorry about that, people. I've been meaning to order me some, like, bristle brushes for my stabilizers, but I keep forgetting. They already have a decent amount of lube on the wire. Actually, it was just the housings. They do have some grease on the end of the. Actually, how good is the silicone tip nail tool? I like the silicone brush better for lubing switches. Like you said, like, it really annoys me on a bristle brush that you lose so much of your lube into the bristles, just like paint. Like, you never get it all out. So the silicone, it never doesn't actually soak in, which is nice. But for stabilizers, it's not the best. Mainly for the wire, so. But I like it. I've always used this silicone brush instead of a bristle brush. Yeah, there was no lube on these stems or housings, like, at all. Okay, what's going on with our music here? There we go. There's so much surface area in these stab design. Like, it goes all the way up. Do not remember how these went in here. Okay, I think that's it. There we go. Yeah, there's so many stabilizers on boards with full right shift and full backspace. Oh, that went flying. This doesn't have that much lube. I feel like I should have put a little bit more lube on the spacebar wire. I feel like stupid for not doing that. Stabilizer lubricating is the worst. Actually, all kind of lubricating is the worst. Especially when you lube your finger. Can you lube switches with this tip? Yes, I lube switches with this. I mean, rarely do I ever actually lube switches, but when I do it with this. Getting a little late for me. Have a good one. Good night, Triggered Fanboy. Thanks for sticking around. Honestly, the installation of these isn't all that hard. I'm not advocating that you use these, but they click in pretty nicely. I could see how they would rattle like crazy, though. Maybe that's why there's lube on the outside of these. I guess that makes sense. I've literally never used plate mount stabs before, but it would make sense that you would lube like where the housing of this like comes in contact with the plate. That would make sense. So we're gonna do that. Just adding lube to the end of this wire because I didn't do it before. What does this... Sorry, my mustache hairs are tickling my nose like crazy. I'm not like picking my nose on stream. What does the screen do for this keyboard? It's literally an additional monitor. So it's like, for all intensive purposes, it's It's the top or bottom half of a 1080p monitor. So it's like 920 by 515 resolution. Pretty novel concept. I'm going to pop this one back out again. Give it some love on the edges. Since we have a lot of plate contact with these. It is touchscreen. It is touchscreen. We're 3 stabs away from... Actually, I guess we're a decent amount. 3 stabs and 70 switches away from... It is hot swap, though. So we will be there sooner than later. So we're clipping and lubing all the stabs. We are using unlubed switches because ain't nobody got time for that. So that's the one caveat to this. No, that is another bad thing about the design is the screen is at the same surface level as the keyboard, and it basically just continues out at the same as the... Looks like it's at about maybe a 7-degree angle, so it's just like shoop. So that is a flaw in the design, in my opinion, that you can't angle the screen up. It does have some feet on the bottom of the keyboard that you can angle it up a little more, but it's like it's the whole thing. The keyboard and everything is coming with it. I think most people could agree that the monitor should have a different angle than the keyboard. No matter what angle they're at. Like, if you get the monitor at the angle that you need to see it well, then that's too high of an angle for a keyboard and vice versa. A low enough angle for a keyboard is too low for a monitor. There's insane amount of just areas that touch on this stab design. Just so much contact. So many places to rattle and rub. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, what's going on here with this music? When you look down and you still have 2 stabs left after this, it's the worst. This is when you should be done. There should be no full right shift, and there should be no full backspace. Okay. Stem, go in the freaking housing. You turd. You're gonna make me lose my lube. External lube. for plate contact, which is really hard to do because you can't hold the thing anywhere because there's literally lube everywhere. Hard to disagree on no full right shift, exclusive right shift user. Wow. But backspace is too big for what it is. HHKB. I like never use right shift. The only time I touch right shift is if I'm using like question mark or the brackets. That is the only, because then I go, that's the only time I touch those sides. Exclusive right shift is kind of insane to me. Like I can't even fathom doing that. There's a little bit of lube on these stabs, so I'll give them that. I hope clipping these stabs doesn't like completely like make the design of the stabilizer fail and then they like don't even work. Because that would be very unfortunate if we put this whole thing back together and the stabilizers just like don't work. I feel like we should do something even crazier and like clip off these like pillars. But once again, I don't know if it will just completely break the entire functionality of the stabilizer. It's like the greasiest build ever. There's just so much lube everywhere. Last one. I might have a little piece of stabilizer in my hair. It popped off. Impervade, what is up, man? Thanks for the tier 1 sub. We're building an insane keyboard or a modding that has a straight up monitor built into it. So We are on the last stab that we are clipping and lubing. We took out the gross Gatoron blues, and we're going to put some 800 inks and GMK on this guy and give him a facelift. Yeah, it's crazy. I was searching for a stream deck for the office when I stream there, and this was just on there. I don't really know why, but I was like, that's got to happen. No, it's a full straight up. It's half of a 1080p. Like, it's a touchscreen monitor. Like, earlier, before I took it apart, I did a typing test with the typing test, like, showing on the keyboard. And actually hit my PR. My fastest typing ever on a typing test on this keyboard with Gatoron Blues with the typing test on the monitor. Like, on the keyboard. It's crazy. It's literally like a typing test machine. It doesn't have a computer built into it. Unfortunately, that would be like the ultimate level of awesomeness if it somehow had a keyboard in it. Or a computer in it. But it took us like 30 minutes to find enough ports and move things around on my computer to even be able to plug it in. Because it needed video and power and USB, like, all at the same time. But we finally did it. We have actually done a new thing, which is called Bubble Mailer Mod, where we cut up some craft paper bubble mailers and put them under the PCB. Never been seen before. Okay. And since these are plate mount, give it a little love. Little plate mount lub. Okay. There we go. My hands are so greasy. Get all these plate cuts. Try to get this grease off my fingers. Okay, so we're going to screw this back down. Yeah, we legit have straight up bubble mailer underneath this PCB. Let's see if we can even get this thing back down. I've always said it would be sweet to hide some messages or something in PCB memory if you hit a certain key of combos or a code. I actually originally was going to do that on Bower 1, where like it was programmed to have like... Originally, I think my idea was to program like the build guide link, so when you hit like escape or something the very first time, it typed that out so that you could... But it seems stupid because by the time you've hit the key, you've already built the keyboard. So I didn't do it. And then it... Oh, 100% discount code. A refund code hidden in the memory. Nobody has found it. Owner information, like you want to know where I live. It's kind of weird. Okay. So, I don't know how this is going to sound. There's a very high probability that this thing still sounds horrible. So just prepare for that. My bubble mailer might be not a great idea because it's really pushing this PCB up. So hopefully these switches, when they click in, can hold. This might not work. We might have to undo our mod. I think it just doesn't have the room. You see that? The PCB is nearly touching the plate, so like it's being pushed up too far. 8008 Easter eggs. Dang it, I undo all these things. There's got to be some sort of sound something underneath. This is a plastic tray mount case. Like, this is not going to sound good. Need something. It's shelf liner is really what I need. Maybe like adding your social media handles or something. Yeah, like make every single key completely useless, and then the only key that works says program your board in VIA. So it forces people to download the program and learn how to program it. How annoyed would people be? Okay, so here was our attempt at our sound dampening. But it's, like I said, it's pushing the switches up too much. Maybe if I turned it over where the bubbles go down into these little crevasses. Taping the underside of the PCB. What is that going to do? If it's just flat against the PCB, would it not just be exactly the same as if the PCB was just sitting in there? I'm just wanting to fill in this weird... Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was the cable the whole time. This is very interesting. Oh. That might have been what it was. The cable was like twisted in there. So, Impervade, y'all been talking about me? I see multiple people coming in here on the same night that usually aren't in here. Spreading the word, spreading the good news about the OmniType streams. These are 8008 inks. 8008 inks. This is our custom switch that we made. It is a Gateron black housing, which was custom and reformulated to be used with an opaque colorway instead of translucent. And then it's also the Gateron yellow spring. We should have some more on our website in the near future. No partner news yet, actually. I kind of forgot. I haven't heard anything. Unless an email went to my spam. Nope, still says affiliate up there on my menu. Yep, no news yet. It said it's supposed to take 7 days, but then right underneath it, it said that it could take 2 to 3 weeks. So I don't know if it's good or bad that you don't hear back fast. Like, I don't know if hearing back fast means they instantly can look at it and be like, nope. So I don't know if them taking more time means that it's not just an immediate no, possibly. That's the way I'm choosing to look at it. This is so weird. This top row. Oh, shoot. You know what? I just realized was the entire reason why this isn't work. Oh, my gosh. Improvade, thank you for the 5 gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, we've hit a grave error, which comes back to me not planning things. So, you see here those RGBs. Yes, everyone thank Improvade if he gave you a subscription. So these have RGBs. Acer 08 inks do not have like these are raised up off the surface RGBs, which means they need the hole. There's no hole. It's not the pins. It doesn't have this hole. That's bad. Because that means we are possibly stuck with freaking blue switches. Is it possible to turn a blue into a linear? Or at least a tactile? Can you take out the little... I don't even know if I have a switch opener around here. Switch opener might be at the office. All of this work, and we can't put the freaking switches in the board. Do you know how depressed I am? Like, this seems like a really outdated switch or RGB design. Am I correct in that assumption? I don't even have a switch opener here, I don't think. So there's definitely not going to be any stem swapping tonight because it'll take me like freaking 10 hours. I can't even get into these things. Wasn't planning on opening these. I'm still like completing my move from streaming at work to streaming at home. You know, you don't realize you need something until you don't have it. Oh yeah, you just swap the stem. You can make some really not great. I mean, I guess we could take the top housing of this. It is a weird PCB. You can see that it's a 65 with an additional column. So it is not a very common layout. Also, this PCB has a very specific like ribbon and JST cable that hooks into the other PCB. Dang, I could have sworn I had a switch opener around here. This is just body blow after body blow. I could have sworn I had my little key boss here. But doesn't look like it. Like, this would take such a long time to swap these out manually. But I could very easily use the top housing, spring, and stem of the Acer 08 ink and put it on this. Kind of looks cool. There it is. That little white outline looks really nice. Blinks. And then we make a really gross click jacket. So we got blinks and then we got clinks because these are click jacket inks. How's that? Clicky inks. Just made a bad switch just as bad. So do we do this? Do I sit here and open 100 and something switches? Is it worth it? What time is it? Dang, it's already 11:30. And I don't even have a switch opener. This is going to be all manual, one thing at a time. With this tool. I don't think we're going to be making this happen tonight. As I continue to do it. Oh, just lost that. I always just use the tops from the first switch I open to do the rest. Oh, where you like flip the top upside down? What the hell? Oh, shoot! Let's try. Yeah, the VOD will be up later. I just had to turn them off for some previous streams where the music wasn't set up correctly. All of our streams are recorded. I just have to manually upload or publish those other ones. This is somewhat difficult. Woo! Two down. Two down. I don't even have any little bins. The worst part is I have to open like, I mean, obviously both switches. It's not just like 70 and then putting them back together. I literally have to open both. Is this the Bauer light? No, I don't know if that was a joke, but no. If it's not, I'm sorry. This is not. Okay. I think I might be getting the hang of this. My hands are going to be cramping on a crazy different level. These look really cool. The white bottom. Have a good night. Sorry the VOD isn't up like currently with like a live rewind. I just forgot about that. Getting better at this. Yeah, these look pretty sick. 8008 inks with the white bottoms. Like just the outline, the small little like camera. Can you join me? There's just a nice little white outline peeking through is really nice. I don't have any like little, here, we'll use these. Not that I really care about the parts of these switches all that much. What in the world is happening? Wrong with it? Oh. Yeah, it would help if the switch was completely snapped together. Like, I know in the back, honestly, in the front of my brain, that this is not going to be worth it. This is for sure not going to be worth the time and the effort. So, like, I don't know why I'm still doing this. I think it's just like once I saw this switch with the white bottom, it just looks so nice that I just needed to see it through. Like this could still, these aren't lubed, like remember that. So this could still sound horrible. And I like how I'm literally opening them and not lubing them, but like it would double or triple the amount of time this would take if I lubed them. That's true. This is hot swap, so I could take these out later. Like I feel like this could be like another variant of this switch, a white bottom. Like maybe it specifies spring weight or tactile version. I'm getting faster at this. Thank you for whoever suggested this using the other top housing. It's really making this a lot easier. Not that this is fast by any means, but this is making me think that 8008 could have had some white like in the design of the keycap set and looked pretty nice. I don't know how I would have done it. Obviously, with switches, you can see all 3 colors at once. With keycaps, you can't really. It's only 2 colors at a time. So maybe not, but dang, it looks nice. Oh, Joe Tuba, thanks for the Prime sub. This is some slow, grueling content here. Thank you for the subscription during this trying time. I'm not even through 1 row. My hand is cramping. Can you even see what I'm doing? Like, am I doing this off screen this whole time? Pretty close to it. Sorry about that. You gotta call me out on that stuff. Tolerance on this plate are nice though. These switches snap in really nice. My thumb is killing me. For science. Really hot in this jacket. You've gotten this nice dog cam this whole night, though. Remy came up here and decided to hang with us. So I'm glad I could at least give y'all that. I like this song. Almost done with a row. So did y'all like the design content at all that we did last week? That's the easiest way to have cool, like, refreshing content, because it's usually something new that we would be designing. So just curious. Okay, we have finished 1 row. Took us about 15 minutes, so But I am getting more efficient here, so I think it will go faster. Maybe I should just do this style where I do all the step ones rapidly. Instead of going step 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I'll just do 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. I feel like that might be speedier if I just get all these bottoms ready to go all at once. Ears are hurting from these headphones. Wish I was allowed to like show like the NBA playoffs. It'd be nice to just like have it up in the corner while we're doing this. But I have to sit here and watch it on my little phone screen privately. Oh, Inside the NBA's on. I'm missing it. Inside the NBA is the best. Need to get me some AirPods in here to listen to that at the same time. I don't really have a favorite team because like I'm from Alabama and we don't have a team really, so I've just always followed players. LeBron's always been my guy. I like Giannis, Joker, Morant, Embiid. So why are you using blue bottoms? I'm using white bottoms. And our reason is, so this board has these little LEDs that stick up, which means you have to have this gap in your switch to go around them, and our Acer 08 inks don't have that gap, so the Acer 08 inks can't fit. So I'm having to swap the inks bottoms out with the switch that can go around those LEDs. It's unfortunate, but they look kind of cool. Don't know how much it will affect the sound and feel of these switches. Alabama tried to get a team about 10 years ago when the Kings were rumored that they were selling. There was a group trying to buy it for Birmingham, but they ended up not selling. Like, that would have been sick. I would have been so happy. I was actually like part of the, not part of it, but I was helping make the logo for the campaign thing when I was in college because I really wanted it to happen. But if they don't sell, can't buy. Yeah, they should have sold. Nothing's happened in the 10 years. They should have sold. Like I really wish I could have that on right now. On stream, that'd be nice. Because I can't watch inside with subtitles. It's like Charles Barkley has threatened or said that he's retiring when he hits 60 years old. Pretty sure that's only this season and next season. So it's like when Inside is on, I'm trying to catch every minute of it while it's still here, like with everyone. Because everyone knows when Chuck leaves, like that's going to be devastating. End of an era. So like I'm trying to soak in as much as I can. It's going a lot faster when I did all the white housings at once. It hasn't even been 10 minutes and I've already got, which I guess that's maybe the same speed. I don't know. Because I did say it took 15 to do the top row. It's not great if it's taking me 15 minutes per row because that's an hour to do the whole board. You're flying at this point. Okay, so I am going faster. I feel like I am, but looking at the clock, I couldn't quite tell if I am going any faster. I made a mistake dumping all these in this loose bag. I just got to the stream and having trouble figuring out with the Franken switches. Well, this is an unplanned Franken switch. So it's 8008 inks with the milky bottom Gatoron housing, basically. And our reason is because this board that we are modding has like raised LEDs that you need like the gap in the switch. So like you need this hole here in the switch to go around it, and the 8008 inks don't have it. So we're having to swap and give the inks this bottom white housing. So basically it's the same switch. I mean, obviously sounds can greatly be affected with a different material. Different plastic composition. It has, I assume that all of Gatoron's leaves are the same, which is where the stem contacts. The stem doesn't contact the bottom a ton. It obviously goes, the pole goes down in the middle, so I guess it does, but we'll see how it affects it. These are already going to be unlubed. So my hat is like falling off the front of my face because of my headphones. Woo. I'm going to leave these off for a second because it's only music that I'm hearing. And I am hot. My thumb is definitely feeling this process. These are north-facing switches. Someone said that modern Gatoron housings don't affect Cherry, but all right, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. So we're going to see these lower rows here could be affected by the north facing. I know row 1 isn't. I feel like row 2 can get by. Dang, did I really miss like a game winner? Overtime? Game winner? Overtime. I feel like whenever I don't catch a game, it's a good game. But a lot of times I'll just randomly turn a game on in like the last 2 minutes, and it's like one of the most all-time greatest finishes ever. And it's like, what are the chances that I happen to turn that on? Like, what was the NFL playoff game this year that went into overtime and they kept scoring back? They scored like 15 times in like the last 2 minutes. I was not even watching that game. I literally just like walked in, turned on the TV, and just for some reason I had the thought, oh, I'm going to watch the NFL. I never watched the NFL. And I was like, oh, glad I turned that on to see like one of the greatest finishes of all time. I have GMK minimal to put this on. To put this on. Woo. Did Embiid legit hit a 3-point game winner and I wasn't watching? Dadgummit. Kind of looking weird here. Oh, this isn't going to work either. Do you guys still have those inks in stock? Love the color, but they aren't available. We will have some more soon. We have some. I just haven't gotten around to listing them. We don't have like a huge number, but we have a decent amount. Yeah, something weird just happened here. This switch did not come back up. I don't think my spring went into the right spot. What is going on? Oh, the freaking leaf is like... Wait, did this leaf break? Shoot. What in the world? Oh, that was so weird. This leaf, like... that was very weird. Put this on some random switch I don't use very often. I feel like this was a mistake to keep going, but I'm also now like so far in that I can't not finish. What's up, Jordan? How are you tonight? Did you stream tonight? Or are you just hanging? When you drop a spring on carpet, it's game over. You're never going to find that thing. My glasses are falling. Sorry, I'm kind of in the grind here. I'm getting tired. I feel like I've been sitting here in silence for a while. Sorry about that. Just the grind, I guess. All right, Improvade, thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a grueling build. Sorry about that. I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a good night. Hope the family's good. You're welcome. We're so close, people. We're like basically a row left. Because the bottom is not a full row. Really nice looking switches though. We'll give them that. I think I might lube the spacebar switch just to give us the best chance at a decent sound, since it'll be hit the most. Oh crap. Set the wrong half.
Confetti falling because they got Chuck to stay past when the producers and shit.
Tell me if y'all can hear this. We're almost there. Can't believe we did this manually. This is as manual as it comes. Can't believe there's still 60 of you in here. Appreciate it. We're going to get to the end. We're going to get the screen on. We're going to do another typing test on the screen. Trying to fly through these. Fly through these. My hands are like, look at my fingers, they're like destroyed. Look at that. They're destroyed from doing this. Vibing while you work on your capstone reports. That sounds fun. Not really, but I hope it's going well. I don't think you'd be rather building this one. This is not the most fun part. Yeah, like my fingernail on my thumb feels like it's separating from my finger every time I press. It is hurting, but I'm so close. Maybe the boss will be easier. Yeah, no. Not going easy on me tomorrow. Ooh, that did not sound good. Anybody watch Inside the NBA? When Shaq does that. Unsullied by sponsorship since 1989. All right, we got 7 more. 7 more. Whenever you. Finally detached our last blue switch. 7 more inks. 7 more inks. What if we put all this back together and like I broke the board somehow and it just doesn't work? How sad would that be? My thumb is hurting so bad. Okay. We're on the last one. We're gonna lube the spacebar switch. Alrighty, people. We've made it. We have made it. With a lot of trash to the side. A lot of... We have literally a full set of switches here taken apart. Whew. Okay, put the headphones back on. So this looks really nice. This is very nice. If we don't look at the stabilizers, this is a very nice colorway here. So I have brought along GMK Mini Mall that we're going to put on here. Should we put them on here? Let's before we do this, let's assemble the board back together. Maybe this isn't metal. I think the bottom is metal and the top is plastic. Oh, I'm literally putting this in upside down. Don't do that. Okay, I had some... My screws have been taken by the switches. That's not good. Yeah. So many screws. Why are there so many screws? So we got 5 screws here. And then we have one. So I believe that the self-threading, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's still a screw somewhere in here. But yeah, I really like the white peeking out as well. Where did I put my... Here it is. Is this... Need to remember to plug this back in before I forget. Before I close it all up and forget to put it back in. Tape this guy back down. Some of these screws are shorter than the others, and I don't quite know why. Maybe the short ones go up here. Pretty sure I'm missing one of these little short ones somewhere in this pile of switch housings. Okay, can I find this last screw? Or are we just gonna say forget about it? Oh, there it is. Alright, we've made it. Get all this out of the way. Time for the keycaps. Here's what we've built. Need to clean this screen off. Okay. Let's get to capping. This is like a 70% board. It's a 65% with an extra column. So you basically have your full navigation like on a TKL. And your arrows, just no F rows. So which would make it a 75%. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This board sounds terrible. You've made it this far and it sounds terrible. Okay, R2 feels good so far. On the to deal with Norbauer? I don't know what that means. Can't believe it says yeah, this is north facing. I mean, I'm not Norbauer, so you have to ask them what their reasoning is. Hot take, I hate it. Yeah, it's not great. From what I just heard, it sounds really bad. So, we did a lot of work here tonight with Most likely no real improvements on the board. Possibly the clicky switches that it came with covered up how bad it sounded. Now, when it's just linears, the only thing you can hear is the grossness. But it was for the experience, right? I'm not taking over for them, no. All we did was purchase a mold that they were going to no longer use. So we said, okay, if you're not going to use it, we can use it. That's basically what happened. So this navigation, what are we going to do here? So we can do F in here, and then we can basically do like, seems like you should just do the traditional. This is weird. We not even have keycaps that are like actually going to work for this. Because this is R3 right here. So we can put delete. This is going to be weird. So we can do this. We can do these over here. I don't even think we have any R3. Like, we do have some R3s, but like I have an end and a page. What the heck? Oh, this is R2. So we obviously have R1 and R2s from the regular navigation, but I don't know what R3s we have. I only brought the base kit. I didn't bring any additional kits. There's literally only one R3, and it's a page down. Where is it? Right here. So I can do like page up, page down. And then I could do like insert, delete. Oh, wrong delete. Insert, delete. This is kind of weird. I didn't even think about this. Minimal doesn't come with two R3s. I mean, we can just throw in something random. It's not like from above you can really tell, right? Here, let's do an end. I feel like an R2 is closer than R3. I feel like I should leave the music on for this one because it sounds so bad. Just getting these out of here so I don't have to use this little mini thingy anymore. Well, it looks better. Looks better externally and internally. Hey. What do we got going on here? So we have just modded, most likely for no reason, a keyboard I found on Amazon that has a monitor built into it. Look at that. There we go. It's touchscreen. So we can do our typing test here. Which I can't see anything because the lights are so glaring. I have to kind of... let's show off our touchscreen here. Let's change our theme to match our keycaps here. How they not got a minimal theme? Monkey type, anti-omni type. How you not gonna have a minimal theme? We got milkshake. Is that the black and white? Oh, this is not black and white. This will not do. Is it really not just a black and white theme? This will just use paper. Yeah, I haven't quite figured out how this is actually better and not just a novelty. This sounds so bad. I think O key isn't doing anything. I believe it's not seated all the way. Yep. I mean, I could possibly see how this could be beneficial when I'm at work. Honestly, I'm about to go, once I get this Mac Studio, like right now I have an iMac hooked into a studio display, or an XDR. So I have two displays right now, but once I get rid of the iMac, I'm only going to have one. So I could kind of see how it could be nice to have some of the stuff you would want on the secondary monitor down here, like maybe my Discord, my Slack, and my music down here. So it's not taking up room on your main computer, but it's down here. No, it doesn't tilt up, unfortunately. That's the biggest flaw. Ah! I kind of have to really get up over the board. I'm like so far over. It's kind of weird. Not because I can't see it, but because my lights are glaring really bad on it. Crap. I was doing so good. I had 100 right there. I had 100 if it wasn't for this dip right here. Why am I typing so good on? Is it because I can see my hands maybe? Does that just mean I can't truly type well? If when I'm like my hands are in my peripherals, I can type better? I think that's what that means. I think I've exposed myself. Not that I needed anything else to expose that I'm not good at typing. Is the O still acting weird? Toss a Raspberry Pi in there. I don't actually know how to do that, but is that something that people could walk me through in stream? That could be pretty fun. Probably not big. There's a decent amount of empty space in there. Shiz. God, I want to get 100. I got freaking 99 right when I pulled this out of the box. I hit a PR. And I can't get it. Oh. Yeah, I can't get it. Can't get it. Sounds really bad. Spacebar doesn't sound horrible. The stabs are rattly. But I could see how if I had lubed these switches, this would sound so much better. Like it's very low. Yeah. How am I getting in the 90s now regularly and I can't get the freaking... I can't get 100. Okay, I need a new song. Falling apart! The song got worse. Need something upbeat. Get me going. Okay, 99 is going to be my max for the night. My max ever. I need to show y'all proof here. Oh, 98.8 actually. There it is with the little crown. Link. Yes, I posted a link earlier. Oh, it's right here. Here's you a link. pretty cool. Could be really cool if you had like a wallpaper. That like match the set. Sorry, I did not finish that thought. I thought you could just right click on an image in Windows and set a wallpaper with the image. I didn't know you had to go into the freaking settings. Oh, no wonder. What the hell? Why did it save this image as a Microsoft web file? What in the world? No wonder. Why? What is happening? What is wrong with Windows? I am right-clicking and saving this PNG, and it is saving it as a HTML Edge document. Like, what in the world? And it's in Chrome. What is Windows doing? Whatever. I'm over it. I was trying to set me a cool minimal matching wallpaper here, but it's stupid. Who cares? Well, there's our keyboard. Oh, it is the backlight. There's our keyboard with the screen in it. That kind of helps, actually. Can you Raspberry Pi into a USB? Because this could totally be like a mobile computer. You just stick in your computer in the USB. I don't know if that's a thing, but... Well, it was fun. Thank y'all for hanging out and following us through this journey. We like completely undid like our entire streaming setup to plug this thing in. But we did it. We made it. And I appreciate everybody hanging out. Okay, we're going to do one more. Okay, we have official typing test machine. Dang, I can't see. Okay, that actually made it worse when I zoomed in because now I have to move my head so much. Oh, okay, I'm too tired. Appreciate everybody hanging out. Gonna call it a night here. Is there anybody on to raid? I quit. Thanks everybody for hanging out, messing with this weird thing. I'll see y'all possibly tomorrow. If not, I'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna look for somebody to raid here. I don't know if anybody's on at this time. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of people. All right, let's go to Lulz Stacks. Let's hit him with that Omni raid. And I'll see y'all over there. This is weird because we're gonna raid Ryan, See you all over there. Thank you. I love you. Omnit raid. Omnit.